Necesitas un lápiz, un cuaderno o el papel. You will need a pencil, an exercise book or paper. Hola clase 6, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, I hope that you're all okay. Another fantastic week last week with lots of great learning all about your ideal house. Some of your writing was absolutely brilliant, so you should be really proud of that. Today we're going to look at making that even better, so we'll look a little bit later in the session on that. We're going to start with a recap on the vocabulary that we've learned over the last couple of weeks. So we'll do it my turn, your turn. I'll try and be even quicker this week, bearing in mind we should be quite familiar with it. Okay, so firstly, bedroom, un dormitorio. Un dormitorio. Muy bien. Garage, un garaje. Un garaje. Balcony, un balcón. Un balcón. Living room, un salón. Un salón. Dining room, un comedor. Un comedor. Muy bien. Garden, un jardín. Un jardín. Un cuarto de baño. Un cuarto de baño is bathroom. Y finalmente, una cocina. Una cocina is a kitchen. Now, you'll remember last week we looked at the text all about the ideal house. What I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to play that text again. I'll play the Spanish person speaking about that text. I want you to listen to it again carefully and start to think about now how that could potentially be made a little bit better. We're then going to have a look at it together to up-level it ourselves.
Hola, me llamo Ana. Aquí está mi casa ideal. Abajo hay una cocina enorme, un comedor grande y un salón magnífico. Arriba hay un cuarto de baño lujoso y 6 dormitorios. Hay también un jardín enorme.
Okay, so now you've heard it again, have a go at pausing the video and maybe jotting down a few ideas on how you could or how you think this could be up-leveled. You may want to present it as 2 stars and a wish, but think carefully about the amount of detail that's given, bearing in mind this is a description of somebody's ideal house. Okay, so as you can see on my screen now, I've started to edit the text to make it even better, and predominantly you've probably found that the adjectives is where it could maybe be made even better and have more detail. Equally, by telling us a little bit more about what's in those rooms, a little bit like the Mi Casa Ideal song that we did a couple of weeks ago, is a good way of improving it and up-leveling it. So I've added in to the third paragraph, abajo hay una cocina enorme y moderna. So I've obviously not just described it as enormous and modern as well. Un comedor hermoso y un salón magnífico. Taken out grande. It's a little bit like in written English when we say we could use a better adjective than big. It still applies and it's still the same in Spanish. Have a go at doing that yourself if you've not already noted down some ideas, and see if you can add in a little bit more detail as well. Okay, so now for your own independent task, what I would like you to do is to look back at the work that you did last week, and I would like you to self-assess your work, so give yourself 2 stars and a wish. It may be similar to the text that we've just looked at as well. and I'd like you to then edit and up-level your work to make it even better. I've included some adjectives on the screen. When I was browsing for something else on the internet the other day, I came up with some Spanish adjectives to describe the different rooms in the house. So do feel free to obviously research the meaning first and include those adjectives in your work as well. As I said when we were looking at the text a few moments ago, the more detail the better, really. I hope that you found that useful again. As ever, I look forward to seeing some of your work uploaded onto Seesaw. Take care, everybody. Adios.